tell you something about our NPS experience. So,
next.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sorry this is in German, but this is our offer, what we offer for our clients, and we make inpatient treatment. We make a combination treatment of inpatient and outpatient treatment. We make aftercare. We offer transfer into other inpatient and outpatient facilities. We make counseling, public relations. We have special departments like women and addiction and gambling. And we have also prevention.
Okay, and we have take a look at the numbers of patients in this year. You see, we have together in three the neutral counseling stations. There are 3 parts in 3 countries, and together 590 persons in this year, and only 9 telling us they use NPS. So they don't come to the counseling stations. Why does it is we don't know. Maybe they get directly to psychologists,
psychiatric
clinics, because of they show something else. We also do prevention. The numbers is from last year, but what I will tell is we have not so much people to work by us as here. We're just 9 full-time persons. Okay. We have special programs just for alcohol and drugs, mostly for children in schools, but also in business or something else. And so we have a special prevention program for gaming addiction, internet gaming addiction, and for gambling addictions. I asked my colleagues what they're doing with NPS. They told me it's mostly included in the programs. They have no special program. Or program mostly alcohol and drugs, maybe cannabis in front. It's an interactive program, about 2 or 4 hours in schools, to talk with other what you're using, how do you use it. And we have often included an interview with an ex-user from our inpatient group centers. The special information at the end is for me, because I'm not working with drug users, because I'm working with men or women on gambling. Most of them is only gambling, but there are 2 different, 2 more parts of persons. One of them is gambling and alcohol, but there's another one. I think the numbers are rising. Is people that combines gambling with stimulants, maybe amphetamine or cocaine, and this is a really problem group because they're high on drugs and high on gambling. And the combination is awful.
It costs a lot of money.
It costs a lot of money, yeah? Real lot of money. Okay. Therefore, from our counseling station, and next program.
Yeah, I work in another part in the Therapieverbund. This part is labor market projects, and I work in a project it calls Ahoy. It's not possible to explain this name because such projects always wear crazy names. Yes, it's Project Ahoy. This project is a labor market project for long-term unemployed people. Yes, and the aim of the project is to reduce placement barriers and to enable the participants for the labor market. And the participants in the project are placed from the job center. And about 75% of the participants have an addiction background across all age groups. Especially younger clients up to about 30 years of age have experience with NPS, and when participants are drug-free at the beginning of the project, the greatest risk for relapse is through the social backgrounds, especially their circle of friends. And if the project participants use drugs at the beginning of the project, addiction relapses sometimes occur, and this leads to a break in contact with the coaching talks with me, and consequently to the termination of the project participation.
Rebecca and I would tell you something about our experience in our inpatient treatment centers. And in our inpatient treatment center, almost all of our clients say that they had consumed 1 or 2 times NPS, but not regular. The minority consume NPS regular, that are the clients who are younger, between 20 or 30 years. And the clients have serious mental abnormalities. They have they needed psychiatric connection and medication, and the cooperation is very, very difficult. We had our own in-house survey where we asked the clients about the NPS consume, and the survey shows that the legal way of reference way is growing up. The clients say that they order the NPS in the ClearNet or per daily mail, and that shows that in Germany we have a big problem in this case.
Yes, I'm also working in an inpatient setting. We are having a lot of people who are consumed NPS before, and but it's before the rehab and the therapy. And when they are in our setting, they said, of course, they said that they never want to use it, and they just use it because it was easy to get, it was cheap, and they consume it because we can't test it with the urine tests. But in my setting, it isn't just younger people, so they are all of the age zone. Yeah, and I think that was our presentation.
I made a little internet research about the situation of prevention programs, prevention and outpatient treatment. Sorry, and I collected in a short presentation to show you. So the outside view. So it's not a view inside of our organization. So I made a try to have a bigger view on the situation. So and we had so I found a survey from our Institute of Therapy Research in Germany. It's called Institute of Therapy Research, IFT, Institut für Therapieforschung in Munich. So, and it's a very popular institute. So I will show you my results of that. Sorry, to search it. Yeah. So here we are. So, and what I found is first, there's a big project, it's called Mindzone in Germany. I think it's located in Bavaria. So there's two cities in Bavaria, and it's founded by the Caritas, it's the Catholic foundation. It's a Catholic foundation. I think you know the name Caritas. What they show, there's substance information. That's the first point of this project, also of the Mindzone project, to get more knowledge about the several substances to the users. So it's a big, Wikipedia of substances there. You see it right there in the top. Then here are justice counseling, so about the legal information about that. Then is here counseling and information material. So, and that's the site. So, and there I found in information material, I found this survey results. You see it here from 2018 from the project Pharmon NPS. From 2017, the survey was done there in 2017. I haven't seen it yet. So from the IFT, Institute for Therapy Research. And so these figures I show you are from this research now. So I found it just right in the morning, and I want to present it to. It's in a German language, but I will present it for you. So here they have some figures about party people, illegal consumption, or consumption of illegal drugs of party people. And here you see in Germany, or in this population, they asked, and in the front is cannabis, MDMA, and only there 10%, about 10%, and new psychoactive substances. So, but here you see that they also know new psychoactive substances, your party people. So the first substances for them are 1-P-LSD and 2-CB, and then after that they come synthetic cannabinoids like herbs. This is spice here. It's spice, others, and phenethylamine. It's only the survey under the party people. So, and then they asked also, what's your reason for the consumption, like we did in our survey. And the most of them, nearly 60%, say that it was curiosity. So it's the first point, curiosity. The second was legal, of course it's legal. The third one is for the, what's Rausch? For the kick, for the high, to be high. And availability, so the price is the last one. So, but the first is curiosity. I think that's really interesting around the party people, because we, in our first meeting, we talked about that, the party people, as one main focus group. Then they asked also imprisoned people, so I just show you a little insight on that research. So they also asked clients in the counseling center, like we had here, so in this Mindzone project, So, and they said that they use cations, just like we heard. This is like methadone, in front. And then the second is spice cannabinoids, and third cations again. You see here cations are in the counseling center, and here you see is a different view. If you take one focus group, you get other answers, and when you go to the counseling centers, you get other answers. Like in our counseling centers, So there, yeah, we don't know what's the reason why NPS users are not in our counseling centers. Maybe we ask not the right questions. I really don't know. So it's another view on that, and also they ask them for the reasons for consumption, and also there is curiosity on the first, 50% say curiosity as the motivation to consume new psychoactive substances. The second one is the price, availability, and so on. So it's a really, really good first place for the curiosity in this group too. And the other groups, it's the same. So, and then this research say in Germany, one main problem with the availability is that there are no smart shops or something, but there are a huge number of online shops, and they spread nearly every day or every week. Come new shops to the clear web. It's not in the dark web. So some discuss about the dark net and how is the truck market in the dark web, but that doesn't matter for NPS. NPS is also in the clear web, and but these shops are not online anymore. So, but they're new shops. And if you see that, it was from 2016 to 2017. These are recorded substances on these online shops, and they have viewed some shops in this time. So, and you see here Kräuter shop, herbshop.de. It has nearly 200 several substances online you can buy, or 100. Here, Splitten.com is a really smart shop, so it's 9, but you see the numbers are rising, and they are rising over the years because the shops are spreading. So there are, so you can have an insight of several different substances. They are bought by these shops. So. They say that's the most common way to buy NPS in Germany. It's about online shops, and the number is rising. So here you see the substance groups. So what's the groups? The first slide was the several substances, and here the substance groups. So and here you see a spice. Just like cannabinoids, synthetic cannabinoids, it's the first place. And here you see nearly 600 recordings in the online shops. So it's the first place for spice in Germany. After you see crystals, just like bath salts, and then liquids is the third place. And then long time there's nothing, then come pills, nature drugs, and combinations. Yeah. So the first place is for these herbs, for spice. So, and here you see an average. I think it's also interesting because we were talking about the prices. So, and they have looked at an average price per unit. I really don't know what's the unit there is, but that's the price per unit. And you see spice, it's around €8 per unit. If you go to crystals, maybe crystals are these methatrons, I don't know. Crystals, yeah. It's around €30. Liquids, really cheap, about 4 pills, plotters. So, plotters, I really don't know what plotters is. Do you know what's plotters? So, but, and the prices are really stable, I think. Yeah, they are not rising, or so it's nearly stable in the market from 2016 to 2017.
So, the blotters
Ah, okay.
It's like LSD, it's like a staff.
You can lay it under the tongue and yeah. So, and then my results for that short research was our results for discussion in combination with our presentations from the morning. So we have two directions of prevention in Germany. The first direction is availability, to shorten the availability of the drug on the market. So the second one is to work with the individual behavior of the drug users, to reduce the usage and something, the two directions. Yeah? And in the morning we a good example for availability is to close shops, so, and make it not available, to get it free or something. So, and the second one, I think that's our job. So the first one, I think availability, it's the job of the politics. And the second job will be our job, to work with the individual behavior of our clients. So, and the treatment. So that's my first result, but the discussion example proposal. And then we see that there are so much online shops, and you get it online. So I think we had to make prevention online, and to make availability, to reduce availability online. So maybe my impression is that we need it really fast. We need it, but how can we work with it? So it's not really common in Germany, it's not founded in Germany to make online work, to make online prevention work or outpatient work. So, but how can we do that? So, for impressions, of me was maybe the knowledge about new drugs, knowledge about online shops, to get that knowledge to the users, that they know that's not a really good idea to buy it in the online shop. Maybe we can evaluate it and show that's not worth it to buy there. So maybe that's we can cause the individual behavior of the users, and then being present in the social media, just like some organizations here are, but I think it must be much more. And we are talking about, because we have a podcast and are connected to some ex-users in Germany who are running a podcast too. So, and there we are discussing about drugfluencers, so ex-users who can make a peer-based counseling, but online, about over their Instagram account or in Facebook or maybe on TikTok, and talk about what they what experience they have. So maybe that could be a concept, but it had to be financed. It has to be founded, and it's not for free. So, but there's no program in Germany who would finance that an ex-user make this social media work. Yeah, and then my question for the end is how to deal with the special consumption motivation of a new generation of drug users, like Rebecca said, and also Lisa. It's in Germany, it's a focus on youngsters. They, just like we heard it in the morning, so I think there's a new consumption pattern maybe there, because they have experiences with NPS, and they said, I want to use it because it's very good and hard. It's a much greater, bigger effect. Just if I use only the natural cannabis, I would like to use the synthetic one because it's 100 times harder than the natural thing. So I think that's a really special motivation, a really special generation, and yeah, I think we have to talk about that too. So that was my presentation.